And right on cue, the New York Herald summoned the Honorable Pierre Arronax, professor at the Paris Museum, to clarify his views no matter what. I complied, since I could no longer hold my tongue. I let it wag. I discussed every aspect of the matter, both political and scientific, and I now quote a passage from the well-padded article I published in the issue of April 30th. Hence, I said, after examining these different theories one by one, and after refuting every other supposition, we're forced to accept the existence of an extremely powerful marine animal. The ocean's deepest recesses are completely unknown to us. No soundings have ever been able to reach them. What's going on in those distant depths? What creatures dwell or could dwell in those regions 12 to 15 miles under the surface of the water? What kind of organism do those animals have? We can barely even guess. However, the solution to this problem presented to me can take the form of a choice between two alternatives. Either we know all the varieties of creatures that live on our planet, or we don't. If we don't know them all, if nature still keeps ichthyological secrets from us, nothing is more reasonable than to accept the existence of fish or cetaceans, of new species, or even new genera, animals with a basically cast iron organism that can live in a strata beyond the reach of our soundings, and that some development or other, an itch or whim, if you prefer, can bring to the upper levels of the ocean at periodic intervals. If, on the other hand, we do know every living species, we need to look for the animal in question among those marine creatures already catalogued, and in that event I would be inclined to accept the existence of a giant narwhal. The common narwhal or sea unicorn often reaches a length of 60 feet. If you increase its dimensions 5-fold or even 10-fold, then give this cetacean strength in proportion to its size while enlarging its offensive weapons, you'll get just the animal we're looking for, and would have the proportions determined by the Shannon's officers, the requisite instrument for puncturing the sculpture, and enough power to pierce a steamer's hull. In essence, the narwhal is armed with a sort of ivory sword, or lance, as some naturalists put it. It's a king-sized tooth as hard as steel. Some of these teeth have been found buried in the bodies of baleen whales, which the narwhal attacks with invariable success. Others have been yanked, not without some difficulty, from the undersides of vessels that narwhals have pierced clean through, the way a gimlet pierces a wine barrel. The museum at the Faculty of Medicine in Paris has one of these tusks, 7 feet 4.5 inches long and 19 inches around the base. Alright then, imagine this weapon to be 10 times stronger and the animal 10 times more powerful. Launch it at a speed of 20 miles per hour, multiply its mass times its velocity, and you'll get just the impact we need to create the specified catastrophe. So till I have fuller information, I plumb for a sea unicorn of colossal dimensions, no longer armed with simply a lance, but an actual spur, like ironclad frigates or those warships called rams, whose mass and motor power it would also have. This bewildering phenomenon can thus be accounted for, unless it's something else altogether, which, despite everything that has been cited, studied, explored, and experienced, is still possible. These last words were cowardly of me, but as far as I could, I wanted to protect my academic dignity and not lie myself open to laughter from the Americans, who, when they do laugh their heads off. I'd left myself a loophole, yet deep down, I'd accepted the existence of the monster.